The quality of a man's life is directly proportional to the virtue of his thoughts, as Marcus Aurelius, a respected Roman emperor and one of the most influential Stoic philosophers, once declared. Have you, as a man, ever contemplated the essence of living, of channeling your potential and cultivating your best self? This is the fundamental principle of Stoicism, an ancient philosophy that provides a practical guide for a life of excellence. The Stoics, philosophers from the ancient civilizations of Greece and Rome, promoted the idea that every man should strive to become his best self. This quest is guided by what they termed the inner daemon, or divine spark, a kernel of potential implanted within each man, waiting to be nurtured and grown. As stated by the Stoic philosopher Epictetus, "You are a little soul bearing a corpse." This statement highlights the Stoic belief in a man's inherent capacity to actualize his inner daemon and bring its potential to reality. For the Stoics, this process of self-realization was not idle, but active. It required purposeful action from a man to close the gap between his potential self and his current state. This is a voyage toward self-discovery, a journey of aligning with one's inner daemon, of living in sync with one's ideal self. But how does a man embark on this journey? The Stoics provide us with a pathway. They call it arete, a Greek term that means virtue or excellence. Arete is about projecting the finest version of oneself in every situation, about living in sync with an ideal self. It's about striving for excellence not just in heroic deeds, but also in daily routines, in every thought, word, and action. The ultimate goal of this journey, according to the Stoics, is eudaimonia. This Greek term is commonly understood as happiness, but it implies much more. It's about flourishing, thriving, and living to the fullest. It's about reaching where a man is not merely surviving, but truly living. Stoicism, thus, inspires men to become warrior philosophers, individuals who navigate life's trials equipped with wisdom and courage, who strive for arete in every aspect of life. It presents a path for men to unlock their potential and become the best version of themselves. Stoicism invites men to become warrior philosophers, to strive for arete, the ultimate version of themselves. Hence, the question remains, will you as a man heed this? A man who craves more is poorer than the man who is content with what he has, Seneca wisely observed. This powerful quote points a man toward the path of becoming a Stoic. Now you might ponder, how does a man embark on this remarkable expedition? Epictetus, another eminent Stoic philosopher, some light. First declare who you intend to be, and then act accordingly. A man's journey starts with connecting with his inner daemon, his authentic self, the spark that motivates him to reach his utmost potential. It's not about changing into someone, but narrowing the gap between the man he is and the man he could be. It's about living in sync with his ideal self. The next landmark on a man's route is striving for arete, the Greek term symbolizing virtue and excellence. It's about a man constantly wanting to be a version of himself, not just in grand gestures, but in everyday choices. Living with integrity, bravery, wisdom, and restraint, the four main virtues Stoicism, make up the essence of arete. But a man's journey doesn't end here. The Stoics suggested that the ultimate purpose man's life is to achieve eudaimonia. While it generally translates to happiness, it signifies something much deeper, represents flourishing, thriving, and a life that is not just good but exceptional. It involves nurturing the seed of a man's inner self until it blossoms into a life worth living. This path is tough, requiring discipline, bravery, and a willingness to face shortcomings. It's about a man putting virtue above comfort, choosing to improve even when it's tough. However, the rewards of eudaimonia are unmatched, lasting happiness. A man finds himself not merely surviving, but thriving. This journey is tough, but the rewards of eudaimonia of truly flourishing every step. So let's keep moving forward, constantly aim for arete, and consistently nurture the seed of our inner daemon until it blossoms into our best selves. You have power over your mind, not outside events. Realize this and you will find strength, so spoke Marcus Aurelius, an eminent figure in the field of Stoicism. Life, with all its complexities, was never meant to be a straightforward journey. So, as men adopting the warrior philosopher's way, how do we navigate through the towering waves of our challenges? Let's examine the Stoic viewpoint. Stoicism doesn't promise an unruffled life, but it presents us with a sturdy ship to navigate the tempestuous seas. It endows us as men with the mental and emotional arsenal to confront, comprehend, and contend with any hurdle we encounter. On the broad stage of life, we often find ourselves battling powerful foes. These foes could appear as personal failures, professional obstacles, or unforeseen events. Yet, the Stoic warrior-philosopher never retreats. Instead, they perceive each ordeal as a training ground for their resilience and wisdom. According to the Stoics, our reactions to life's trials are entirely within our control. They advocated the persuasive power of perspective. Difficulties are things that show a person what they are. This insight from Epictetus, another prominent Stoic philosopher, indicates that a challenge can either be a setback or an opportunity for growth, depending on our perception. Armed with a strong mindset, we as men can transform adversities into avenues for progress. Stoicism urges us to accept life's inherent unpredictability. It emphasizes the necessity of maintaining composure amidst uncertainty and discovering peace within chaos. The Stoic man knows that life is unpredictable, but he understands that he can govern his reactions. He chooses to respond with courage, patience, and understanding. The Stoic approach to challenges isn't about ignoring our problems or suppressing our emotions. It's about acknowledging and comprehending our emotions, then directing our actions according to our core principles. Viewing every obstacle as an opportunity to exhibit courage, practice virtue, and cultivate wisdom. A gem cannot be polished without friction, nor a man perfected without trials, quipped the great Stoic philosopher Seneca. Every challenge serves as an opportunity to refine our character, hone our virtues, and stride closer to our optimal potential. By confronting life's hurdles with the cool and collected demeanor of a Stoic, we not only conquer them, but also emerge stronger. We learn, we advance. With Stoicism, every challenge becomes a stepping stone for growth. And that, gentlemen, is the crux and power of the warrior-philosopher's path. Men often grapple more with imagined worries than genuine issues. Seneca, a notable Stoic philosopher, once stated, "This profound utterance serves as the keystone for an age-old philosophy known as Stoicism." Stoicism introduces a method referred to as therapy of passions, advocating that our emotions are the products of our judgments about the world. For instance, when men feel anxious, it's because they've perceived something as a threat. If they're angry, it's because they've judged something to be unfair. The Stoics believe that by changing our perspectives, men can adapt their emotional responses. Imagine yourself as a man caught in the midst of a violent storm. The wind roars, the rain is relentless, and the waves toss you about. Now envisage viewing this storm not as a danger, but as a challenge, an opportunity to showcase your resilience. Instantly, the storm becomes less daunting. You morph from a victim to a warrior taking on the tempest. This empowering perspective is what Stoicism promotes among men. But how can a man start practicing this? Stoicism recommends that men begin by separating factors within their control from those that aren't. Marcus Aurelius, another Stoic philosopher, once imparted, "If you are distressed by anything external, the pain is not due to the thing itself, but to your estimate of it. And this you have the power to revoke at any moment. Men cannot control the storm or others' actions, but they can regulate their reactions focusing on elements within their control. Men can reduce the sway of external events on their emotions." Additionally, Stoicism suggests that men should foresee adversity and gear up for it. Just as a warrior trains for combat, men can train their minds for life's trials. By repeatedly contemplating potential challenges, men can lessen their emotional impact when they occur. Stoicism does not promote an emotionally barren life for men. It doesn't instruct men to become devoid of feelings. Instead, it propels men toward wisdom, understanding emotions, and leveraging them for their advantage. So when you, as a man, find yourself amidst an emotional storm, harness the Stoic approach. Identify your feelings, examine their roots, and then, like a seasoned sailor, steer your emotions in a direction that benefits you. Stoicism doesn't promote suppressing emotions, but understanding and guiding them to your advantage. Epictetus, a valued Stoic philosopher, once asserted, "Don't explain your philosophy, it." This resonates with the premise of existing as a Stoic man. Living as a Stoic isn't just about understanding its teachings. It extends beyond that, advocating for the infusion of these principles into our everyday lives, manifesting them, and making them a part of our routine. It's about fostering virtue and expressing our highest potential in every moment. As Stoics, we are on a continual journey to bridge the gap between our present self and our potential self. The Stoics embraced the concept that each individual harbors a divine spark within them, an inner daemon. This daemon symbolizes the blueprint of our best self, patiently waiting to be nurtured and brought to life. The ultimate pursuit of Stoicism isn't merely happiness, but eudaimonia, a state of thriving, living at our optimal level. It's about cultivating a state of profound contentment and peace with ourselves and our environment. Marcus Aurelius, another esteemed Stoic philosopher, deepens our understanding of the Stoic life, declaring, "Waste no more time arguing about what a good man should be one." This emphasizes the significance of emotional resilience in Stoic philosophy. It's about recognizing our emotions, understanding their triggers, and learning to use them to benefit. Stoicism doesn't ask us to suppress our emotions, but to master them. It motivates us to stay composed in times of anger, act bravely in the face of fear, and persist in our journey despite adversities. Existence as a Stoic man is a relentless pursuit, odyssey of self-improvement and self-discovery. It's a daily commitment to evolve a bit more, a bit closer to our ideal self. The power to transform into the best version of yourself is already within you. All you need to do is embrace the art of living as a Stoic man. Hence, echoing the words of Epictetus and Aurelius, let's not merely discuss our philosophy, let's live it. Let's not debate what a good man should be. Let's strive to be one. Let's armor ourselves up, raise our shields, and march into the battlefield of life, ready to confront any hurdles with courage, wisdom, and tranquility. In the expansive canvas of Stoic philosophy, we've traversed the summons to Stoicism, the journey, surmounting challenges, emotional fortitude, and the mastery of existence. Now, we pierce further into the core of Stoic thought, the Stoic mindset, particularly in the context of masculinity. So, what does it mean for a man to possess a Stoic mindset? It's not about the suppression of emotions or curtailing one's feelings. Rather, it's about a man grasping Stoic principles of acceptance and detachment. It's about men accepting circumstances that are beyond their control and channeling their energies into areas they can influence. It's about men detaching from external events that are out of their grasp and centering on their internal state, their thoughts, and their actions. To embody a Stoic mindset as a man means to nurture a mind hardened by resilience and serenity. It's about recognizing that life will hurl obstacles our way, but it's our reaction to these obstacles that genuinely counts. It's about discovering serenity amidst tumult, sustaining our calm when the world around us is descending into madness. It's about understanding that a man's true power doesn't lie in changing the world, but in altering how he perceives and responds to it. The Stoic mindset in men is more than a survival strategy or a philosophical perspective. It's a device for personal evolution and self-betterment. It pushes men to introspect on their actions, learn from their missteps, and relentlessly endeavor to evolve into superior versions of themselves. It compels men to relish each day as if it were their last, to grasp the day and maximize every instant. In the of Seneca, as long as you live, keep learning how to live. Adopting a Stoic mindset is the inaugural stride towards becoming a warrior philosopher. It's the first step towards actualizing our philosophy, towards evolving into the best version of ourselves as men. It's the catalyst that ignites the divine spark within us, leading us towards eudaimonia, a state of flourishing, living at our best. In the following scene, we explore how men can put Stoic principles into action in their daily lives. But for the moment, remember, the power to revolutionize your life resides in you. All it requires is a transformation in mindset. So as a man, embrace the Stoic mindset and let it shepherd you on your expedition towards self-improvement and self-realization. As we carry on with our expedition into the essence of Stoicism, we now ask, how can men incorporate these Stoic principles into their daily lives? The Stoic mindset is not about abstract philosophizing, but about practical wisdom and proactive behavior. It's about men using the principles of acceptance, detachment, and resilience in their quotidian experiences. Picture a man caught in traffic, running late for a crucial meeting. He can't alter the situation, but he has the power to control his response. Instead of giving in to frustration, he can decide to acknowledge the situation, distance himself from the external conditions, and concentrate on his internal state, or visualize a disagreement with a loved one. He has no control over their actions or words, but he can control his own. He can decide to respond with understanding and compassion instead of anger or resentment. These instances are simple illustrations of Stoicism in action for men, and the advantages of living according to Stoic philosophy are substantial for men. It assists in maintaining composure when faced with adversity, It steers men to navigate life's obstacles with dignity and resilience. It encourages men to live with integrity, aligning actions with values. But above all, it empowers men to lead a satisfying life, a life filled with purpose and meaning. As Marcus Aurelius once stated, waste no more time arguing what a good man should be one. Inaction is about men living with integrity, courage, and wisdom every single day. It suggests being the best version of oneself, not only theoretically but practically as well. So, as we progress, let us encourage men to personify these Stoic principles in their daily routines. Let them strive to be not just philosophers, but warrior philosophers, prepared to confront whatever life throws at them with grace, resilience, and tranquility. Voiceover. We delve deeper into the essence of Stoicism. We inevitably inquire, what is the legacy of Stoicism in lives? The influence of Stoicism extends far beyond its origins in ancient Greece and Rome, and its teachings continue to shape the thoughts and actions of men in our modern world, offering timeless wisdom and practical guidance for a fulfilling life. The enduring imprint of Stoicism is particularly visible in the lives of men. It's present in cognitive behavioral therapy, which uses Stoic principles to help men manage their emotions. It's seen in the teachings of modern male thought leaders, who often echo the Stoic emphasis on resilience, acceptance, and personal responsibility. The timeless wisdom of Stoicism remains as relevant for men today as it was centuries ago. Its lessons about emotional resilience, acceptance of the uncontrollable, and focus on what can be controlled continue to offer valuable insights to help men navigate the complexities of our contemporary world. Moreover, Stoicism continues to inspire and guide men towards self-improvement and personal growth. Whether it's learning to cope with stress, developing emotional resilience, or striving to live with integrity and purpose, the teachings of Stoicism offer men a roadmap for personal evolution. The legacy of Stoicism in men's lives is a testament to its timeless wisdom and enduring relevance. As men strive to apply Stoic principles in their daily lives, they become part of this legacy, contributing to the ongoing influence of Stoicism in the world of men. Recalling the words of the Stoic philosopher Epictetus, "Don't just say you have read books. Show that through them you have learned to think better, to be a more discerning and reflective person." As we continue our journey into Stoicism, let us strive to embody its teachings, not just in our thoughts, but in our actions, and in doing so, contribute to the enduring legacy of Stoicism in men's lives.